How many more tests can I do? Probably all of them. Victoria, good afternoon. I also wonder, if I'm not using 60 frames per second, do I really need to be using 6,000 kilobits per second bitrate? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I need to change the max bitrate that Prism connects to YouTube with. Oh. We're gonna hit the zones today. I need to do the zones to see how busy things are, and we'll find out. I don't know, like everything is in my backpack right now. I decided not to even usually have like a little bag today. Oh, I think this is gonna be this way. And it's like warm. I could feel the things in my backpack. Power banks, phones, routers, just all in my backpack on right now. Just make sure this one is actually charging the gimbal like it's supposed to be. I believe it is, but I can't. Actually, I don't know. It might not be. That might be a limiter. I guess we'll see. Maybe it needs a replug. Let me see. 1 second. Fuck this. It's harder with gloves. Plug it back in. I just want to see the indicator that it's actually charging on the gimbal. I don't see it. Okay, 1 second. I know this is the one that works because I didn't label it as not for streaming, which I did the other one. But perhaps it is still not for streaming of this variety. Well, that might be the limiting factor then. Okay, sorry. We might have to be faster then if the gimbal can't trickle charge while charging the phone. Okay, sorry, what did I miss? I missed everything, I think. Victoria, Tyree, Damien, Ambrose, Shelly or Anthony. We'll find out one day. You'll tell us. Probably not. Philip Dobinson, good afternoon. Begs and Wong Sean, yes, there's the satellite. It's only me, Noah 1. Authentically Lola. Gosh, it's so quiet. Shanetta Elliott. Flatlander, Florian Schwartz, Ethan G, J.R. Morris, Christy Woodward, good afternoon. Christy Parker, good to see you too. Abby, hello. Jackie? No, sorry, Jackie, I know. I had to do it. Veronica Yeager, Molly Chamber. I'm gonna wait to cross this way. We'll just keep going west. Bayo Manu Kusura, Dirty Dog. Damien C was good. How was yours? Tearing down another building here. Probably gonna be a bigger one. After. They're not going to write what they're going to do until demolition is completed, which is what all the current work on the billboard says, but soon we'll find out once they finish. They should be finished demolishing by May, although they never stick to schedule. Anyway. Chamber. Studa. We say, okay, now I'm caught up. Okay, not caught up, but I'm back to where I left off. Dante Palomino. Sorry, not Dante. What am I doing? Dwayne, Justine, Random, Deborah. Nightbot. It's supposed to be 3 p.m. Yeah, almost. Maria, Jeffrey. I'm ready for some quieter periods, actually. You know, New York should quiet down a little bit, actually, once things calm down after a couple weeks after New Year's. Miss Coffee, happy holidays. Where's the snow? I hope you're joking. That's true, it's only me, but you know, we could still be as prepared as we can. Alan Keenan, John Burke, Joe Driver. I was hoping to come out yesterday, but I got kind of screwed on the package delivery coming too late. You know, it is what it is. Hip Hop Platoon. Oh, we'll take you back virtually at least. Mike Broomfield. Glad to hear at least it's looking and sounding great for now. I started playing around with some of like the internal testing tools in Speedify, but I don't know. I ended up disabling the repeater for Link NYC. It seems like it might just be too many extra variables, and I'm introducing too many things into it. I don't know. So we're without that at the moment. Oh well. We'll see how it goes without it, just by using a router. Lee Barber, welcome. Hope you're enjoying. Chris Bates, hello. I kind of wanted to go to a bridge today also, but I don't think it'll work out. Especially if my gimbal's not charging from this charger. I have a charger in my backpack, but I really can't. With the portable router, I don't think I can put that all that in my front pockets. Damien, glad Christmas itself was quiet. Sorry to hear you had to save a house, but I'm glad you were there to intervene. Sounds like it could have been much worse. Neko Hime in Germany. You've been here for 2 years listening to us? Well, thank you for that. I do appreciate your long-standing support. We'll be back to our commutes next week. Not Monday, but you know, Wednesday and Friday, as long as no new illnesses develop. I'm going straight to Fifth Avenue pretty much now, and then we'll go north. We'll see what happens there. Okay, go back. A little bit. Moon is here. I haven't been up to see the New Year's ball. Wasn't invited anyway. I don't know if you're supposed to be invited or supposed to reach out to somebody. Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. I'm just winging everything as I do. Like I'll write it, we'll do it live. Same concept. Oh, George, you're introducing too much for me. I do it too. The only problem is if I'm using all the connections and then I'm like walking with myself, I'm kind of stealing my own bandwidth. So I wonder if that would make the test a little bit less credible in that particular situation. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on how I set up Speedify, I guess, to load balance too. But anyway. Wizard of Isamated Lee, hello. It's what, 45 degrees, not cold enough yet. Some of the lows might be in the 30s, but I don't know. I'm not anticipating. Ron is here, hello. Is it cold enough for a hat? Absolutely not. It needs to be below 30 at the minimum for a hat for me. If it's above 30, there's no hat. And really, probably more like 27. It also depends on the wind chill. I think that's a bigger factor too. Okay, what am I? I can't catch up. Here we go. Daryl in Chicago's here. Sean, good afternoon. I'm all portable now. Yeah, toilet too. I mean, I guess tomorrow technically yes. I do have the equipment. I haven't examined it yet. Oof, electric stove. Gosh. Yeah, that'll do it. Especially if it caught some curtains on fire. Allie's here. Yeah, you should complain to the post office, Vegas of Sean. They're losing all their important mail. Ashley, hello. Bear in the Garden, hello. The most ridiculous thing, I had to actually send in a pretty important document, like back when I was in school. And I had to send it, like, you know, across a couple of states away. I sent it via the post office. School told me they never received it. So I went back to the post office, like, oh, we don't guarantee delivery. Like, I remember it because it's this ridiculous as it sounds, right? A delivery service is telling you they don't actually guarantee the delivery. Like, I don't know, maybe the person was just making up some wild things just to get me out of there, but anyway, I resent it with FedEx overnight, and it was fine. Still though. Yuri, Derpy Flurpy. Where are we? Just north of the Empire State Building. Walking up Fifth Avenue. Lord and Taylor building's over there, but if you do want to see the Empire State Building, I'll turn around and show it to you real quick, since we are right here. Maybe we'll deliver, maybe we won't. I'm sure Schrodinger mail thing situation or something. I'll cross the street also, since I'm already here. We'll go to Lord and Taylor. Actually, I can probably walk one more block before we cross over. Yeah, if you want delivery, I'm pretty sure I got delivery confirmation. You know, that the tracking at least. And then the tracking never marked as delivered on tracking, so, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. That's what they told me. Again, this was also like 16 years ago, and I guess it could depend on how the person that was doing that day, or the person that was there that day was doing. Darren, hello. Kate just became a member. Thank you for the support, Kate. Appreciate it. Nekohim, glad you took the plunge and said hi in chat. We're always happy to talk to new friends and old. Hey, Lord and Taylor windows, I think we've seen them a bunch of times now. Each of these has two different scenes that it alternates between. It's about 15 seconds in each one. About 15 seconds each scene, I think, is what we kind of guesstimated to when we saw it. Again, this is an Amazon building now, so of course there's going to be some Prime or Amazon related content in those windows, but Kate, glad you enjoyed. Thank you. It's a gift to me as well to have you join. Thank you, Kate. The ice cream truck is right in the bike lane, so all the bikes have to unsafely go around. Alpina. Oh, is it also Kate's birthday officially? I kind of read the message and it didn't fully register, but after I read the happy birthdays, now I understand. So happy birthday. And thank you for the membership. This used to be called the Mid-Manhattan branch of the public library, but I guess the Stavros Niarchos Foundation donated a bunch of money. And they renovated. It's actually very nice. Additionally, the playroom in the basement is actually very nice. It's a very big and plentiful, no, the pedicabs, plentiful playroom. I guess let's go by Bryant Park now, since we're already on 40th Street. We'll go towards Bryant, the shops, see how things are, and push the limits. Oh yeah, so I've been off this week. That's why we got a bunch of extra streams. Had the opportunity to do it, so I did it. Hey, Norella's here. Good afternoon, /morning. Gotta be careful stopping in the middle of the street. You know, it's always, you never know. You stop a certain way, someone's gonna walk right into you. It's like, in this, it's almost like, but it wouldn't be my fault though, I would say. In a car, you're supposed to have enough space between the cars in front of you and yourself to prevent a collision in case of a crash. So it's about like 1 car length for every 10 miles is the general rule of thumb. For every 10 miles an hour, I mean. Anyway, you might get rear-ended if you're walking or stop suddenly. Because there's no chance for somebody to stop behind you, really, if you're in that situation. Bryant Park Grill. Everyone likes to eat by the tree. I'm sure there's extra heating in there. and they sealed it up even around the trees that go through there. Oh, is there a buffer? I'm seeing a lower bit rate. Oh, Narelle's already home? That was a brief trip, I guess. Relatively why? It was like 5-6 days. Sherry, I can see it. Is the one Vanderbilt building related to Vanderbilt? I have no idea, Ali. Somebody here might know. GPT won't know anything until tomorrow. Sherry, I'm gonna try it, Sherry. We'll see what happens. No guarantees, but we're gonna try. You never know what's gonna happen when we try, but you know. Leningrad, hello. Luciano, hi. Luciano? Luciano. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Steve, Avril, and Loki. Hello, Happy New Year. Let me, excuse me, let me.
Churro. This is beautiful, this building.
He's got churros. They look better than, they used to be, when I took the subway a lot, there used to be a lot of 3 churros for $1 or something in the subway, but they looked very small and not as robust. Excuse me. Anyway, the tree still looks good. The branches are getting a little bit sad with the ornaments weighing them down. You can tell they kind of over time start sagging, and that kind of stays in that position as it dries up. The shops in Bryant Park are still open. A lot of the other holiday shops have closed down, but at least the Bryant Park ones are open. It's New Year's Eve for Narelle, and you'll be in bed by 10 p.m. Yeah, that'll be my normal New Year's Eve situation. Oh, is it charging? Okay, good. The gimbal is charging. We're good. We're good. Moon, he's all right. We haven't done a live stream in a couple days now. He was supposed to come over today, but his cat's a little under the weather, so he's not going to be able to come by. But he might join us tomorrow at the New Year's celebration. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Should I even keep all these equipments in my backpack? You know, it's like, it's all connected to my phone right now via Wi-Fi. So I'm just like definitely shooting all this Wi-Fi signal through me. A lot of activity. Not really sure what people are doing right now. I feel like someone's trying to like sneak in under my arm to try to go around, but like I'm going as fast as the person in front of me, so like, you know, shoehorning yourself isn't going to help so much. It's officially New Year's Eve for a few folks here on the opposite side of the world. Portable mainframe, yes. That's right, Moon. Kevin Burns, is that where you are? Hello. It's me, Mason. Hello, Mason. Mason. Hi. This is the place to shop. I mean, it is if you need the stuff they're selling here. Hoan Wen, hello. Yeah, the lines for all the food are quite long at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it's still the day before New Year's. It's a Saturday. It's, you know, these next 2 days are going to be super crowded in the holiday areas. And then as soon as New Year's happens, maybe the first couple of days it'll still be pretty, you know, pretty holiday-ish, and then things will drop off pretty quickly, I think. That's kind of what I've seen in prior years. So we'll see. This year has been more crowded in general, more so than the last pre-pandemic year was. They got some sort of remix Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer playing on the Bryant Park speakers. I'm also assuming the Bryant Park camera does not have audio, if I had to guess. Just behind the skating rink, you can also see Empire State Building, the Bryant Park Hotel. Rubus, if not me. If not me, then who? I think a lot of the parks are a little bit different in terms of that, Elliot. The hotspot that's connected. So if you're curious about my my current streaming setup, what we have going on is the following. We have a gl.inet, I don't know, I just call it GliNet, mobile router, which has no internal battery, but it plugs in via USB-C for power, so that's going into a power bank. Oh, there was a buffer, I believe. I'm seeing a drop in bitrate, so I'll have to give a moment to fully describe my situation. Wow, it's a big buffer, too. What is going on? Big one, big buffer, big buffer. Wow, huge buffer, huge buffer. What's going on? We usually don't buffer here. All right, while I'm here, can you give me a moment? I'm going to check Speedify real quick just to see what it looks like. Sorry, everything's connected. Just had to check it to be sure. Was it a bad buffer? How bad? No, the one that was me. The one that just happened was me. Was me checking. Was there one before? I don't know. Again, I'm also on normal latency, so it's probably a little bit more of a delay between when I talk and how it lines up with the chat. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so I got a mobile router that needs to be charged by a power bank, or needs to be plugged into a power bank at all times. And then I have a USB tether. USB tethered iPhone with an AT&T SIM card going into the router. So that's providing the internet to the router. And then the Wi-Fi from the router is what I'm using to have my other two phones connect to, which is the streaming phone, that's the iPhone 15 Pro, and a Pixel 7 Pro that has a Verizon SIM card in it. And then Speedify is kind of spreading the connections there. Oh no, I'm walking right into pedicabs. I think I'm gonna go back and just walk out that corner over there rather than go right into the pedicabs. Okay, at least it was a short buffer, I don't know. In theory, the next step I could do with this router is it supports wireless repeating of networks, like Wi-Fi networks, including Link NYC, because it can manage with captive portals, as they're called officially. A captive portal, if you're wondering, is like if you go to a hotel and you log into their open Wi-Fi, it looks open, there's no password, but then the first website you go to, any website, will redirect you to their portal. You got to put in your email or your room number or whatever and your last name, and that's how you get on. But this, you can actually use a portable router that can manage that, so you can then share your connection and have like an additional VPN layer if you wanted to with a mobile router. That's what this GliNet router is intended to do. Okay. Ron will visit NYC next year. Awesome. Ron would like a repeat of the current situation. Captive portals. That's the final breakdown of all this. So I think I'll take 6th Avenue. But I'm gonna get to the corner and just wait. Well, as close as I can to the corner, so I could be in the next wave of people crossing. Maybe if I can come to the side. Yeah, I'll be right here. I'll be at the front row. There's someone in there. It looked like he just went down. I don't know if he's doing push-ups or something. This thing just dropped down to the floor. And that almost looks like a Connect or sign, Xbox Connect in the window facing outside, so that's interesting. Man, glad we could help, even if it's just a little bit. Oh, that pickup truck needed to go. Skibbity bop.
No, I'm gonna like come out. I can't even there.
There are no Santa?
Yeah.
I thought we discussed that you have Atlas in the South Pole serving you, not Santa. Try explaining that to a 5-year-old. I'll just go to the explainer like I'm 5. I'll just type it all into ChatGPT and say, explain that to a 5-year-old who has no idea of any of the concepts I outlined. So then you have to explain each one of those concepts too, at the 5-year-old level. Probably working out. Yeah, if he's forced to be in the office, he's got nothing else going on. Maybe he is doing a couple of burpees up there. With the not every captive portal makes you do a robot verification. Link NYC, for example, if I could see a Link NYC, I don't see one right now. That's just a bus stop thing or map. But Link NYC just makes you type in your email, nothing else. And I don't know what the timeout period is for that. So that's another reason I don't really want to use it if I don't have to. One, that is true. Everyone's at a different level depending on where they are, even if they're 5 years old. Sounds good, Damien. Hope things remain all right and there's no more fires in your vicinity. What am I doing in Hungary? Hello. Light just changed. Now we're gonna get closer to the action. I'm curious how we're gonna do today. Because I'm actually using the, I've been wanting to use the iPhone as the hotspot, but using it as a wireless hotspot is worse than using it as a wired hotspot. It's less stable. So I'm hoping that because I have it on a USB cable going into the mobile router, that'll give it some more stability. Because the iPhone itself has quite good modems and has access to a lot of bands. Perhaps IQ is innate talent. Sometimes I feel like IQ tests are a little bit skewed in terms of, it depends on kind of how you learn and how you see things, but just because you have like a lower IQ based on IQ standards, I don't know that determines your maximum capacity of any sort. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm going to be trying to ISFJ personality revealed. I recently read that those, I forget, what's the name of those 4-letter personality test things? I read that there's like studies showing that it's like as accurate as horoscopes. I don't know. Oh yeah, all those handbags are real. Oh, Charlotte is here. I might have missed you before. Again, because I'm a normal latency, yeah, like standardized testing, because you're expected to learn a certain way to do well on those tests. Because I think you could do well for IQ tests also if you know how they're given them general types of questions, because you could practice for those too. I don't know if there's a way to accurately measure IQ by showing stuff that you've never seen before, but you're really good at solving, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's mind works a little bit differently. I think there's a lot more normal variants of the human mind than we kind of account for. Sometimes I wonder if we're over-medicating normal variants of the human mind. But anyway, that's a different story for a different day. Environment, yeah, it's a huge indicator. I mean, I imagine 2 kids who may initially score similarly on an IQ test, but coming from very different backgrounds, like from a household with 2 PhD parents each, versus somebody whose parents haven't finished high school. I imagine there's going to be a big difference in terms of learning and how they do things. But oh yeah, we got to stay inside. There's a lot of railings over there we can't get around. But anyway, it looks like it was a buffer there. Yeah, in general, the standardized testing, the problem with all that is they'd have to figure out how to not do that, because at least standardized testing they could do something, but sorry. But yeah, I don't know. How bad was the buffer there? Georgia boy, hello. And people change over the years too, absolutely. Hey, never give up. I think tenacity and willpower are highly overlooked qualities, I think. You can live inside a library and still be an idiot. Speaking of that, there were NYU students at some point. I'm pretty sure like it's almost impossible to do now. But there were NYU students who were like saving on housing. At least there's one guy who like ended up living at Bobe's library at NYU for like I don't know, almost a full semester before he was found. Yeah, I'd buy that, Allie. This Texas IQ is quite high for a potted plant. It was a tickle of my audio. Okay, now is a big drop in bitrate, it looks like. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like NYC Walking Show Seafood is probably right in all this. And I remember testing this back in the day where I ended up doing better by not using Speedify and just using one service, but it's probably something to the resilience of the connection. IQ test do not test street smarts. Not yet. If they can figure that out, that'll be something. The fox tree is over there. They got that tree with the archway at the next block. You have to go down to the plaza, buffering again. I don't know. This is not doing any better. This is not doing any better.
Thank you.
I don't know.
It's funny.
I can't seem to recover from this one. This one's getting pretty bad. Wow. Like it's like really upsetting. Snoop Dogg. How bad is it on your end right now? Because I'm about to get to that point where it says transmission's unstable. I don't know if you see that at this point. I kind of want to just stand here until my connections figure themselves out. I'm gonna let you guys give me some feedback on the current situation because of the latency. Just a little lag, maybe half a second long. Oh, so it's not as bad as it kind of looked like to me. But I think I'm gonna try to approach the tree from the side. Let me do that. Let me approach the tree from the side here, because 48th Street is like the side entrance to the tree. I'm surprised this street's not closed. I feel like it was a few days ago. It's not bad at all. All right. I think this is kind of similar to what Roy was saying, that, good to hear, Andrew. This is kind of similar to what Roy was saying, that the Prism's bitrate doesn't always reflect exactly what's going on if you're using Speedify. So, all right. Two kinds of luck, no luck and bad luck, yes. Pig and whistle. Whistle! You haven't seen one issue, just me talking about buffering? Got it. I know, sometimes I'm my biggest problem. Well, I'm definitely my biggest problem, actually, if I had to put an actual pulse on the situation. Wow, the Nintendo store here is still, oh, how bad is it now? Nintendo store is still has a huge line, I think, for people going in. I think it's going to come down by the second week of January. I don't know the exact date. If anyone remembers, the Nintendo store actually used to be, it was like a Pokemon center in New York. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It used to be just a New York City-based Pokemon center. And you could actually go in and get like Pokemon mystery gifts, if anyone remembers that stuff. But it became the Nintendo store eventually, which is probably a the better move in the long run. Well, let me see if they got all these. Some slight audio. Got it. I was gonna go in between the cars there, but like they have all these. Oh wow. They have all these barricades and stuff. Ali will shop online. Yes. Let me just walk through it and walk around, then we'll head in towards the tree. All right. Well, I mean, in terms of what we pushed the limits in a couple of streams earlier this week when we went to Chelsea Market like 3 times. But see, even right now, this plaza is kind of empty, which is not great, but that's good to hear. Big as a walk, Sean. Doreen, hello. Joe will shop online instead. Anyway, there's the tree. They maintain it very well too, because it doesn't really sag either. I don't know if they support the branches in such a way that it doesn't sag, but they do a good job keeping it pristine looking, at least for the holiday. Victoria, that's a good thing to do. Oh yeah, like look at how empty this is right now. I don't know. This is probably still too early in the day for. Plus the Saks light show is not going to turn on for another hour. Economical, not always. She used to watch more anime. I don't feel like she does. She really likes Survivor these days. Those are some of her favorite type of shows. Survivor, Australian Survivor, U.S. Survivor. She watches them both. Yeah, find their own way. I like that. I mean, in Russia, I was just forced. You had to do chess and piano. There's like no way around that. I was even in ballet for like a couple of months. Ali used to watch Survivor, but yeah, I was only in ballet for a few months. I didn't break my arm. I fell down the stairs and I got a really bad wound from some glass going into my wrist. And then they told me I could stay home that day because I was actually on my way to ballet class, and then somehow I never went again. I would go that way. Let me try going back and then like going back towards 6th Avenue on this block. Because going back on this block is Chef Ramsay Survivor. What are you? An idiot sandwich. If anyone remembers that. Anyway, I'm going to try to walk back in towards 6th Avenue, towards the balls. Big red balls, because that also tends to be a problem area. Opinions on Magnus Carlsen. So he's that like not up and coming, but he's like up and coming media-wise, right? He's like a very famous, current grandmaster chess superstar. My understanding is he's like, he starts the game of chess even before he sits down. Apparently he's like always late or something and kind of disrespectful, but in a way, you know, chess is as much a mind game as it is, you know, memorizing all the different moves and strategies and stuff, right? Kind of. So if you can get into your opponent's head, that can trip them up in terms of how they actually strategically think during the match. So you know he's winning before he even sits down, kind of thing. I got these gifts for you. They're up in my bum. Ambrose just moves the horsey piece. As long as it works. I like how the horsey moves. Chess is. I didn't realize Sheet Music Boss released Rush E version 3, or the threequel. And Magnus is also a beast of a chess player. I gave up chess when I moved to America. I was 7 years old. That was I hung up my pawns. Because my brother-in-law loves chess. He's like always playing. He's always on his phone doing a chess game with someone online. He goes to the parks, you know, the ones where they try to scam you, and he beats the scammers. So he's very, very good. He keeps trying to get me to play, but I will not fold. Sam, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one off the top of my head. O'Dare, hello. How bad was the buffer there? Bear in the garden broke. What was a bear doing in a fire engine? Never give up on strategy. Ooh, big drop in bitrate. How's it looking right now? Well, sorry to hear, Bear. Hopefully that was a fast recovery, not requiring any surgical intervention. Can you hear me? Why don't I play anymore? I don't know. I just don't. Allie's talking about it, so it's not that great. A little, but the audio remains. I feel like that's less jarring when the audio remains. Because, like, you know, if you got it playing in the background and then you could hear my voice continuously, that's probably okay, more so than when the video just, and the audio both go. Right next to the Letterman show, is that deli? Gotcha. I'm gonna try to cross here if I can, but. Oh no, one for Christmas. It's time to find my shout, I win. That's right. Wayne's friend enjoys chess. I mean, everyone likes their own stuff, right? Will I teach baby commuter chess? I'll leave it to my brother-in-law. How bad was it just now? Just for Dance said it was terrible. It was the worst lag he's ever seen in his entire life. Well, he thought Mariah was done. No. Mariah's not done until all the balls come down. There's too many balls remaining in the pond here. Tolerable. Okay, as long as it's tolerable. Wait, Andrew Horton did a bad thing. Not a bad, he did a great thing. Thank you for that, Andrew. I didn't want to submit you to the police. Thank you for the gifting of the 5 memberships. Andrew Horton, really appreciated. Jimmy and Mary, Steve Parker, Mark John, Joe Driver, Ben Dowdy. Thank you, Andrew. Welcome and thank you. Thank you and welcome. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? And then I think we'll go towards Times Square again. What time is it? Phil, got it. I'll try to be less preoccupied mentally and otherwise with all the nonsense in my head. Walking commuter motto, it's tolerable. Anyway, let's walk west a little more. I kind of wanted to do at least one bridge today, but I don't know. The closest bridge to us now is the 59th Street Bridge. Robert, glad you're enjoying. No? You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say. What time is it right now? The ice cream truck farted a little bit. I buffered through the music. That means the audio buffered too? Why are you saying that to me, Ron? Don't do this to me, Ron. I tried to not talk about that buffer. I tried. Yeah, for some reason in this area and like walking through this particular spot, the service gets really bad. So that means we're gonna go right there right now. Right here, right now with LA Beast, we're gonna go through this plaza because the buffering here is always very bad. Let's do it. Yep, transmission's unstable, there it is. So, nothing I do matters. Where's Big as a Walk Sean? Oh, bagels. Oh, bagels. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, I'm in that whole transmission's unstable right now, but again, with the extra. Yeah, it seems like it. Maybe that's the case then, Big as a Walk Sean. So I really shouldn't mention it so much every time. But then again, there's also that delay right now with the normal latency, so you let me know. I'm just not going to mention it. You let me know. I could also kind of tell based on the numbers of people watching. When the number drops, I feel like it's a legitimate buffer. Anyway, but that's my assumption. Oh, we are in Times Square now. We've been inching over here. If I can, I'm gonna let the bikes go. There's another pedicab coming. I don't know. I'll just have to make my way through. I was gonna walk on the side next to the bike lane where the car door's open, but it's too much. Got it, Elliot. Thank you. And thanks everyone else for reporting on the situations. John, yeah, so I think there should be one of those now. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to complete a stream. I think I already hear it. Alright, no bikes right now. Actually, there's no bikes right now, so I'm going to just try to zoom out over here. Just let me cross. All right.
Oh, I know where I'm going.
Gosh. People are still trying to cross the street. They're done. I don't know. They should stop before you get yourselves run over. They're still trying. They're just dodging the cars. Like at that point, I think pedestrians should get a ticket. If they're like purposely going and like jumping in between cars. I don't know about this music. It's probably gonna get me in trouble. Oh, huge one? Oh man. All right, I have to check Speedify just to be safe. Let me just see if it's 1 second. No, Speedify is okay. You know, I'm not 100% the router is going to keep its connection up all the time, so that's why I went there. So I probably added to that buffer. for the most part, audio stuck around, except when I probably caused my own buffer. We saw a lot of the setup here too. A lot of the equipment for the New Year's celebration. Ticket line is over here, not very long at all right now. To a military sat phone? No, but one of my connections is supposed to be a high priority connection compared to the others, but we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Yeah, even if I don't get into the fray of Times Square tomorrow, like for whatever reason, I'll still try to be on the outskirts. There's a couple of spots, like if you go up Broadway, you could still get a view of the ball by like McDonald's back there behind me. Like if you just keep going a little bit farther away from the chaos of it all, there are still ways to see it. But we'll see. We'll be close. Either way, we'll be in the area. We're gonna try to be. But based on how many people I just lost on the viewership, I'm assuming there was a bad enough buffer there. I don't know. All right. We'll just keep on keeping on. That's all we can really do here. And we're stopped. Not only McDonald's, hold on. Hey, if you have any good place for me to go, let me know. I mean, apart from like paying $650 for an Applebee's ticket or Olive Garden. David, glad you're enjoying. Still sponsored by Planet Fitness, and I guess Kia also. The car company, anyway. Hydrolite. They're just like all these extra things when, you know, water probably will do a lot. Ron's baking some rice. Have I seen the Rockettes? I've never seen the Rockettes. Never gone to the show. Times Square Shuffle, pretty much, yeah. I mean, there's, you know, I think they have more than one stage set up here, but or more than one area for the festivities tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll have a better idea tomorrow. There's another streamer on my side. I mean, it's not surprising. There's going to be a lot of people walking around. I think there's a lot more TikTok streamers these days on the live streaming. Definitely a lot of stops going on. But there's a lot of people being able to do video calls here, and their video calls are working. So why aren't our things working?
New York.
Elliot says maybe you don't like the Rockettes. We'll probably have to wait for her to get a bit older. Am I waiting and wearing diapers already? Not there yet. Not there yet. There's a big congregation of characters right around here. That Statue of Liberty is probably not going anywhere for a while. Then you got, you know, Christmas Sonics. Spider-Man. I don't see the Naked Cowboy out. I haven't seen him in a little bit. Has he been around here in recent days? Anyway, let me, I think she's taking all my cell signal. One, what can you fix for me? Help me out.
Maybe nobody
Never seen the Harlem Globetrotters. Not in person, no. Okay, he's still doing his thing. Got it. Very good, Vegas Sports. Very good.
You were waiting for what?
They got someone. I think they weren't putting up with the monks trying to put stuff on them. But again, you know, the ball and the numbers happening right over there. Top on top, 2024 Kia. You can see the ball peeking out.
Do you want a picture?
She might be, Ron. She might be. I feel like I'm having so much trouble walking so slow. My body can only handle slow walking so much. Raising Cane's supposedly has gigantic lines. Well, David, that's why I'm doing so much stuff to try to mitigate that, but apparently what I'm doing is not enough. I'm trying to bond together 3 cell phones. I think Speedify might not be the way to do it. I might have to consider something that can take like multiple things and all right, you know what? I'm leaving Times Square. Let's go this way for a little bit. I'm leaving Times Square. David, yes, I see you. I think it's just the latency thing for me. All right, I need a walking break here. Photo from Berlin. Hello, photoing. Minskoff Theater also has a little walkthrough. Looks like you get to juniors here as well. Is Bowmore Lane still here? There is a Bowmore Lane. There used to be a guitar center right around here, but I think that closed. Yeah, I've had enough crowds for the moment, especially if I'm coming here tomorrow. I think I need to mitigate some of that a little bit mentally. Who'd had tape? Glad you enjoyed that. We'll keep doing it. Simple Learning to Poor is here. I haven't seen it in a little while. Shelly Ann, hello. Want to play on one's guitar? If you can get me a good spot at one of the nearby buildings in Times Square, yes. What is the name of this show called? 2ST or like Toost? I've never been to Sardi's over there. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is a very enjoyable show. I recommend it. We just did the lottery to get it. So it wasn't, we didn't have to pay the exorbitant prices to get into it, but Olivia's got to go read. All right, enjoy your reading, and Happy New Year's. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow if you're able to join. Hey, Gigi's here. Good afternoon. We're doing more testing, of course, with our multiple phones and streams and whatnots. Pittsburgh RPG at Sardi's once. Have I seen Hadestown? I have not. I wonder if there's any place that has a lot of sugar here. The only problem is now we're at 8th Avenue, and the problem with 8th Avenue is that means you're also close to Port Authority. Maybe I'll just go west a little more. I just have to like secure my spot in front of people. Otherwise, I'm just going to be waiting more. How cold is it? It's not like cold. My watch says it's 45 right now. That bus should be able to get through, but oh, he has a stop there. All right, so I could technically like cross right now because a lot of these cars are turning. But the light's also changing anyway, so we got that for us. Going for us. Bike ran the red. She shouldn't be dinging if she ran the red. Shouldn't be dinging if she ran the red.
Why are we paying $30 for a day?
Go west. That's where we're going.
Mommy, where?
I've decided to try to like circumvent some of this madness for today. Port Authority is my favorite tourist destination. Yes. I enjoy their bathrooms. Actually, I think the whole thing is a bathroom. Or, you know, this gets mistaken for one. Keeping you safe, security cameras on these premises. Well, I'm keeping them safe by keeping them safe with my security camera. That's how it works. Simple Learning Report. Glad you've been watching for so long. Thank you for that support. Hopefully it's been somewhat beneficial to you one way or another. It was pretty after the noon p.m., 12 p.m. Moon wants to hear the automaton. You can even see some of the blue sky back there. Actually, it's kind of blown out on the video right now. But like, I haven't really fully recovered my bitrate this entire time, so I don't know. Let me know how things have been. At least, hopefully, they've been somewhat stable. Happy hour. $6 for beer. That's the cheapest they got here. You could do better than that. Probably even in this neighborhood. Oh man, as soon as I said that, it's talked about buffers. Like, what is going on here with this? I feel like I shouldn't be buffering around here right now. There's like barely any people. I don't know. I know I'm not supposed to be dark side of the moo. Is that a kangaroo? Is that a special place? Oh.
Okay, I ask, that's already go to
Small dog. She also wants to hear the automaton. Any New Year's wishes? Nah. Just trying to free myself of the social constructs of things like New Year's resolutions and the horoscopes. Taya won't bring up buffering again. I think if you don't say it again, it'll never happen again. Maybe. I don't know. Why you see inching? There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Like, the light is still blinking, and I just finished crossing the street, and he was inching up more and more. It was a kangaroo. Uh-huh. I'm actually feeling some droplets right now. I don't think it was supposed to rain today. Yeah, I feel it in my eye right now. Huh. Freeing myself of resolutions is a good resolution. The only resolution I need is 1080p and up. Did the hood slide? I should have. And then, you know, if you like touch their hood, they're gonna get mad at you, even though they're the ones that are trying to mow you over when you have the lights still. Anyway, am I sure that's rain? You can never be sure. Even if it is coming from the sky, whatever condensation is forming above New York is, who knows? Scotland's been covered in all sorts of precipitation, it sounds like. Anyway, I'm just going west. Lee is here. Juan, the one's resolution is, what is that? Something stars? They're singing about again? Any idea who's gonna sing? No idea, Joey. What was that? Something just sounded like it fell and broke. Glass-wise. Were the droplets warm? No. So that's probably a good sign, but I guess things could cool down depending on how high they drop from. Oh, it might have been a bottle somebody ran over actually. Yeah. Roxanne, good afternoon. These groceries came out. Oh boy. Anyway, we're approaching 10th Avenue now. I kind of want to check Speedify again, but I probably shouldn't. Right? Oh yeah, 44 and 10 or 44 and X. This is a little brunch spot. We got a good menu. We get pretty busy here lunchtime on the weekends or brunch time on the weekends. I don't know if anybody remembers, right around here in one of our first streams in 2020, we had like the most concurrent viewers at that time ever at this point, like right around here by that NYC trees area. I think we were up to around 300 at that time. I'm performing the pigeon version of an Alicia Keys song? Probably. But right near Target. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more droplets. I'm going to walk towards the clear sky, which is in front of me. You can't see, it's all blown out. But yeah, I feel droplets, and I didn't take the umbrella. It was like, 'cause it's not supposed to rain today. Taxi drivers and things. Taxi drivers wanted. Yeah, it's actually starting to come down like kind of more significantly. Victoria, I'm glad to hear we could help you emerge from the shell. How many years have I been doing this? About 3 now. Over 3. David P wants some snow. Still too warm for snow. I think by the time it, even if it was snow in the upper atmosphere, it would probably become water by the time it got down here. It's always interesting how, I mean, it's not, I feel like people, in terms of like boiling points and freezing points, at higher altitudes, water boils at a lower temperature, which is kind of interesting. To me anyway, I don't know, it's because of atmospheric pressure and whatnot, but I think it's cool. All these little things, so like, 212 degrees Fahrenheit for boiling water, I think that's supposed to be like at sea level or something. And I'm sure even then there's like going to be variation, and we just still keep it around the same. No umbrella, but 3 networks, that's right. That's, I'm almost prepared. Well, I also didn't take my full-on backpack with me. I now have like this secondary streaming backpack that's only for walks. I also don't even know that I need to be doing this kind of stuff. Normally, right? Like, when we're back to our commutes, we barely have problems with service. Only a couple areas. So should I even bother doing all this? Does it take longer to boil water? I don't know if it takes longer, but I think it boils at a lower temperature. I saw it on Outdoor Boys Luke's channel. He was up in Alaska. It was boiling water like 190. Boils law? Maybe. I don't know. I'm out of the loop on these laws. Right next to UPS. Yeah, I'm assuming all I'm gonna do when we go back to commuting is I'll just take my secondary phone and just run a hotspot on it, and maybe tell Speedify to use that as the primary one and fall back on T-Mobile and just go like that without having to use any extra stuff. Because yeah, like doing this on a regular basis is too much. But see, what I really would want to do though in that case is probably not use T-Mobile on this phone for streaming. I probably want to at least use Verizon or AT&T. I don't know. We'll see. But then again, I specifically converted my AT&T SIM card to physical so I could swap it around much easier between phones. Anyway, all right, what did I miss? Pasta takes a few more minutes in Denver. Maybe things take longer to cook. I don't know how it works. Tourists shouldn't look up because they'll lose their wallets. I think no matter where you are, you should always be aware of where your wallet is. And it's probably better than it's in some sort of like pocket with a flap than like hanging out of your butt in a back pocket with no buttons or anything. Or like in the outer zipper of your backpack. That's probably not a good idea. Simple Singapore, you gotta go. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we're like out of the rain now. It's kind of behind me. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, Nepor. Appreciate it. We're right by the Intrepid now. Oh, there's only 8 seconds to cross. We're not gonna make it. All right, I do want to get a little. Well, I'll at least cross that side. That is true, Chris. You could plan for anything you want. Something will still go wrong. It's actually gotten quite windy over here. There's the Intrepid. Cash in the front, plastic in the back. I tend to keep everything in my front pockets now. Mainly, not even because of any of that, but because I don't want to sit on my wallet anymore. It's not very comfortable. Andrew would know if anyone's fishing around your butt. Well, the thing is, you might feel it, but if it's a place like Times Square, that person can disappear into the crowd pretty quickly. Like, you might feel it, but by the time you turn around, everyone's gonna look the same, and an experienced pickpocket will probably be blended in fully and not looking suspicious at that point. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. I never really played The Division, and I kind of feel like it would have been an enjoyable game for me to play. Because I kind of, in those games based in New York City, I like to walk around and see if I can recognize the places they try to recreate digitally. Swanky always keeps his wallet in the front 20 years now. Wow, that tour bus. Oh, it's a ferry bus. It's packed. Absolutely packed. Like a ferry shuttle, I think. I don't know where it goes from the ferry, though. Wow, this place starts blinking fast. Alright, gotta look for bikes. They're supposed to stop here, especially when we have like the main line, but you know, you never know. That's a cool rule of thumb, bear in the garden. I guess that's physics will. Wow, that wind like actually got through my gloves. I feel it. I feel that lowered the temperature of my hands inside my gloves, notably. I feel like with the lower latency or the increased latency that I set the stream to, I feel like you have to let me know which part of my voice you're responding to when you type in your message. Because sometimes I've already moved on internally in my head, and then I get brought back when I read the text. Oh, got it, Andrew. I understand now. Yeah, that I would assume, and you can also like turn device grip mode on in that section. Well, we're by the Hudson River now. But yeah, you could turn the vice grip on, and then you could really capture the thief. And catch my drift. Should all planes have like foldable wings? That also kind of scares me. I don't know. Constructor, glad you enjoyed. We always talk about social constructs here, but yeah, you can always construct additional pylons. I guess I can walk south towards Hudson Yards area now. Yeah, the Intrepid, definitely worth a visit. Not just to see like cool planes, but for some history too. Chris is also from Pocket kind of guy. Yeah, I just like, for me, the lopsidedness, it's kind of like the George Costanza situation. The lopsidedness of that wallet in my butt. Oh, looks like we're on the walking commuter dating site again. Let's not make people uncomfortable, if possible. Otherwise, you know, thou shalt be removed. Maria Ricca, hello, Happy New Year. But when you're in the city, you just carry your cash and cards in your bra just in case. Hey, if that works, nobody will know either. So. I mean, until you like go to a coffee shop and have to pull out your money. But I guess at the same time, you can always just tap to pay these days. In theory, you don't even really need your like phone for a lot of stuff. I mean, your cash and cards for a lot. The phone will take care of a lot of it if you have your Apple Pay or Google Pay or whatever, Samsung Pay, and all that good stuff. America's favorite boat ride, apparently. Take some boats. I've still always wanted to eat over there. There's like a little bar on the pier, and I guess you could also eat on a boat here too. I've never done that. Quantities, not just the money. In Japan, you don't need much, you just need a smartwatch. Yeah, I have Garmin Pay on this watch too, and that tends to work for a lot of stuff also. I just don't like having to like fiddle with typing in my code, my 4-digit PIN. You can see how fast the clouds are moving. It's a good speed. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like. With the subway these days, using Omni, you don't even have to unlock your phone because it's a lower price. You could just tap your phone while it's locked and still pay. Oh, RJ's here in Colorado. Hello. What's your current snow situation? Swanky's sleeping. He's got to rest his mass. He's too strong. He needs a lot of recovery time. There's one shot. Had free drinks in a frying pan and brunch near Chelsea Piers at Bluestone. Nice. There's the Javits. This is the extension. They made it even bigger. It was already one of the bigger convention halls based on square footage. Oh, I didn't know they had that outdoor area on top of the new section. Oh, I gotta try to make my way up there next time there's a convention at the Javits Center. Also, I was looking at that Sculpt Neo. It says build muscles and burn fat. That was gonna be like a workout class, but then it says 30-minute procedure. Don't do that. Don't do it. Ron, I feel like that's, I kind of was thinking about that at some point too. That's like the next step in all this, right? Make sure nobody's on a bike behind me. Even though they should be out there, you never know. David P's back. On the phone. Freezing rain and snow flurries. That's worse, I feel like. The civilized commute. I don't know what is the where does the shuttle for the ferry pick people up from. Oof. Squeaked along the curb there. Wooden Jedi. Olivia and Dad watching before bedtime in Sweden. Awesome. Good to see you. Board. That's right. Consistency and work are really the best when it comes to a lot of that. I mean, I'm sure there's everyone has different factors to overcome in these situations, so it's not like everything works for everybody, but you know, it'll work to a certain extent. Oh, you can see how all the work on that building, it looks a little, I don't know, it looks like, yeah, it's like a crooked Rubik's Cube. Yeah, this is a strong wind today. Like, I'm wearing my light jacket and my usual only one t-shirt, one layer. I feel it a little bit. I'm also walking a little bit slower because I'm not really not in any rush right now, but gotta build up my appetite for dinner. I also, like, because I normally do my exercises with a weight vest, I don't normally do push-ups for like quantity without any sort of weights, but I just wanted to see how many I could do. I just wanted to see if I could get to 50 without stopping, and I did. But then, like, I feel like I probably could do more if you do those fake resting periods. If, like, you know, you go into like just a plank for a little bit or a V. Anyway, I'm just glad to see I can still bang out a good number. Oh, no, it's open. It's open. Pier 76 is open. Looks like. Is this the way the cars can go? I guess if you're going to the auto club over there. 52 in Colorado today? And didn't you say you had a bunch of snow recently too? At least a bunch of it's melting. David, I'm glad you're enjoying. Low of 26 next Sunday, but at least it's not going to be this New Year's weekend. I think I hear skateboards being used. I'm not going to go all the way to the end of this pier, I don't think. I don't know. Might be too much. How much is the weight of my vest? So my weight vest goes up to 150. I currently have 75 pounds in there. And I do stairs, I run stairs, and I do push-ups and squats on my way down. And all my stairs I do 2 at a time, so I feel like it adds a little bit more on the glutes and the hammies. 53 where David is. Just like Chuck Norris, I don't do push-ups, I do earth downs. It's completely empty. It's just me and a skateboarder right now, and that's it. Actually, there might be somebody else at the end of that area, but yeah, I only do that every Tuesday and Thursday, so I don't do it that frequently, and then the rest of the time, as you can see, we walk. And I try to do pull-ups every day if I can. Yeah, tons of pictures here. If you do take a walk in this pier, you can look at all the different pictures and historical descriptions over there. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll catch a good sunset today either. You could see the sun peeking through some of the clouds, but it seems like there's sufficient cloud cover that we're not going to see much. Time is it? 4:08? All right, not too bad. Skibbity doo doo doo. I like that one Mario, I think it's one of the Castle songs, but I just like how it sounds, but I don't know how to make the song other than sounding kind of silly to do it. I think you know the one I mean. Sunset's after 4:30, so we're not too far away, and it looks too cloudy to see anything super sunsetty. I don't know if they use anything. Do they do anything other than being an open plaza at the moment? I don't know if they do anything here right now. Yeah, they've made it to park, and I guess you just ride your skateboards now and walk. Have a pretty long walk to the end of it. Juan Nguyen is going to give NYC 2 of his best buildings. I'll even take your worst. Oh, the toe pound was there. I do remember there used to be like a lot or a pound on the west side. Ross, did I officially say hi to Noah? Hello. It sounded like Flight of the Bumblebee. It was supposed to be one of the Mario things. Now you could see they were using this part of the Javits during the Anime Con and Comic Con for one of their bigger panel areas. Now you get there by going to the second floor. Actually go to the like escalator all the way in the back. It's like really far up there, all the way to the back of it. But that's a cool spot for a panel. Ah, the beach. We're at the beach now. Set up your chairs and chaise lounges and umbrellas. Let's party. Get the cooler. I'm immune to chain link fences now. Yeah, that was a weird arc. That was a weird story arc on the channel, and the fences were our biggest enemy. I think changing phones was a big part of fixing that. Johnny's got to make dinner. What you making if you hear me before you leave? I'm always open to dinner recommendations. Chrissy wasn't too happy with that beach. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone. Oh, the light just changed. We can cross back towards... Yeah, let's go. We just got the light. Let's go there. And this pickleball stuff's everywhere now. Did we have a light to do that already? Yeah. It's a very long avenue to cross here. Ron remembers fence buffers. Remember fence buffers? I remember. Oh, the member berries. Why is South Park so good at what they do? Your beach is a little different in Florida. Yeah, I can imagine. David wouldn't call that a beach. Yeah, you know, it's a loose definition. Wayne K. Happy birthday. Hope it was a good one. It's not a beach, it's a space station. Monthly rates. What is this? $7.50 if you want to park in an outdoor lot. If you have an oversized vehicle, you add $200. If you have a super vehicle, whatever that means, add $200. Luxury vehicle, whatever they decide, which includes these, etc. So if you're in the etc. group, you're gonna add $200. If you want to self-park it, you add $200. And that's what outdoor parking prices look like right here. The etc. is the one where they can put whatever they want in there. Ooh, beef with mushrooms and garlic. Sour vegetable soup. That sounds pretty good. I have an alright shape, David. The joints are still working, so that's good. It's the biggest concern I have. My family does have a run-in with arthritis and osteoporosis, but you can kind of battle that a little bit with weight training, and maybe on the heavier end too actually helps with osteoporosis. But if you want to breathe, yep, you got to pay an extra $200. Yeah, these garages, they can do whatever they want really with these fees. Can I just park down there? How did that guy get to park down there? That doesn't look like it's part of the garage, is it? Maybe it is. Can I drive in there off the tracks, maybe? Mega buses to various locations on the East Coast leave from here. Pittsburgh RPG's base price, the garage here was more than your mortgage. I mean, it's pretty insane what you're paying for when you're here. Hoan Nguyen is the smartest person in America. We are honored to be in your presence. Thank you for gracing us by using some of your precious time on a walking stream in New York. All right, as Andrew said, we're all going to Ron's for dinner. Ron's dinner does sound pretty good, so let's all go join him. I wonder what they're going to put here, because this lot is going to be it's a gigantic lot here, and it looks like they're going to put something sizable right there. Probably another building just as big as any other ones they're building around here, but the Y-Files. Is that like the X-Files sequel? I have to switch arms. Some lumpia for Stex. There's one thing I probably won't have anymore, and that's balut. I tried it once. You know, it was fine. I don't have the urge to have it again. But that's just me. You know, as we always say, not everything's for everyone. Oh, Toyota Crown Taxi? Oh. Wait, I thought I saw one too recently. It has that weirder shape of the car. Is that the one, Noah? For a constructor, walking streams are the most honest form of media worldwide. I guess it depends on who's also given the, who's hosting too. Yeah, you can have some like disingenuous hosts, I guess. I wouldn't say any of the big names in New York are big names. I mean, not that I'm in that group, but I wouldn't say any of them are disingenuous. But there's the vessel. Right by the Equinox Hotel. Equinox does own Soul Cycle too. Yeah, they're like the kind of the long ones, right? I've definitely seen one. So there really are that few. That's interesting. They kind of look like a BMW X6 in terms of the shape, right? A little bit. Elvin, is that... I'm always wary when people ask me to say a phrase in a language I don't know. I feel like they're trying to set me up to say something not so great. If anybody can Google Translate that and let me know if I'm justified in not saying it without questioning it. Maybe we'll go on the High Line again. Why not? Let's see how busy it is. Santa's secret. My dream for Santa's Secret is for it to be this big setup, and then you go in there and it's a guy. I'm Santa. Here's my secrets. I got no secrets for you. See ya. And that's all it is. Like, that would mean a lot to me if they could do that. Oh, is that a Verizon commercial? Although I think the Verizon guy defected to Sprint at some point. The Can You Hear Me Now guy. Yeah, Santa's Secrets is still there. I mean, they're probably fully exposed at this point. Wow, there are a lot of cars coming in for drop-off here. I'm just going to cross real quick. Because I feel like I'd never see that many folks coming in for drop-off here. But here they are. I'm not going in the shops at Hudson Yards. They always got music playing that's gonna get the stream copyrighted in like 7 seconds. I think that's the minimum. I don't want to wait for Santa's secrets to be over. I don't know how long. Like sometimes people point their phones at the at the vessel for so long. You don't know how long you gotta wait before you can walk in front of them. There's a buffer? Why are you saying this to me? Don't do this. Hawaiian study architecture before aerospace. Got it. This is Billy Bob Thornton passing out candy canes. 5 copyright flags. You can kind of look inside the shed right now. And me. It's a big space, but this thing moves. It's in its fully open position right now. You can push in this way. What time is it? 4:20? Uh-oh, 4:20. That's still charging. Okay, gimbal still works. Highline Park. Hello, Lee. I feel like have I been missing you this whole time? So rarely see things in there. Yeah, maybe this year. Maybe this is the year. How bad was that last buffer? Huge buffer, says Susan. It was huge? Say that. If it was really that bad, man, that sucks. All right, we're on the High Line. Pink tree. Pink tree always looks extra bright when it's a gloomy day. When it's a gloomy, gloomy day, the pink tree always adds a little bit of color.
Yeah, I think it was that. Look at the.
Is that Santa in street clothes? All right, guys, everyone be on your best behavior. If you want to be on the naughty list next year, don't be bad. Just a normal quick buffer. A normal quick buffer. I want to get to the point where any buffer is not normal. I know, it's wishful thinking.
No, I don't have.
Here, sit down.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Sometimes buffers do hold up the stream, and then you're no longer in the live zone anymore. So yeah, do double check that your little red icon indicating that you're fully caught up to the stream is pressed. You almost got enough coal for a barbecue from Santa. Nice. Let's see what they put out next, Beggars and Longshoremen. Let's see. What's the buffer? What's the lag here now, like, Kristen? I saw your message and I read it immediately there, so I'm just curious. Does Baby C understand Santa? I think she understands kind of the concept of Santa, that it's just a jolly old man that gives gifts. That's probably the extent of her understanding of it, which I think that's enough. I don't know that she understands the whole naughty or nice concept fully yet, but that's also a true constructor. I feel like I know what happens on my end when my bitrate drops like substantially. Like I know it's gotta cause something that happens. Alright, at least I'm finally back up to 6,000. M77 Boots takes a deep breath when buffering and relaxes. Yeah, that's probably a good way to look at it. Port 10, home on the High Line. What's the website? Port10.com. This looks like it could be a less expensive building than some of the other super fancy ones. So if you're curious about maybe something more affordable, oh, they got a really fancy fish tank over there with multiple levels. They have like a low side and a high side. Whoa, okay, maybe that building's not so cheap. Port10.com if you want to see how much apartments are in this building, which doesn't look as fancy as something like this one, which I don't even know the exact address of it, but it's so expensive they won't even let you go on the website without verifying your assets first. It's like they don't want you to look at it. They don't want your dirty eyes, your poor eyes on the compared to that. Anyway, Leda, glad you're enjoying. Happy New Year to you in Brazil. Oh, RJ's leaving? Or hopefully all the snow's melted with that 52-degree weather you got going on there. Looks like the Jetsons building all that fancier one. Yeah, it kind of did. 1 bedroom, $52.50 a month. All right, so it's, you know, considering that's probably what like a studio goes for at that Lantern building, Lantern house up ahead. That's not bad. $3,800 for a studio. I mean, in like a relatively newer doorman building that's not like every single amenity known to man, $3,800 for a studio is probably not too bad. It's still ridiculous. The fact that I'm even saying it's not too bad is kind of wild. But there he is. The worst apartments if you just like wearing a towel. Well, maybe that's what they're looking for. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Some folks in the stream are already New Year's Eve based on their location on the other side of the world. There's some binocular viewing stations over here. Probably see there's like an art gallery kind of across the street. Maybe look over there, maybe look towards Jersey. 24-hour doorman concierge, pet friendly, washer and dryer and apartment near all favorite galleries. Is that? I think Norel has now works for them. Yeah, Manhattan, like when the true luxury apartment in Manhattan, you know, the minimum requirement I think is probably washer dryer. And many of them will use the word luxury and not have a washer dryer, but you might have one in the basement. Ron's gonna eat now. Remember, make sure there's enough for everybody. It's like when you bring a snack to school and the teacher says, "Oh, did you bring enough for everybody?" And you say, "Actually," you pull out the entire pot. I did. Highline is pretty crowded today, actually. I feel like more so than the last couple of times you walked through it. Yeah, constructor. That's kind of my fear for tomorrow, and one of the reasons I don't necessarily want to be fully. We're going to see how close my brother-in-law can get us because he's NYPD, but at the same time, I don't really want to get myself like nestled in and jammed into the thick of it all in case something is going to go on. I don't want to like be trampled or something. Control C, Control V, that's marketing. Copy paste. I think there's a way to like remove formatting. Is this like Control Shift V now or something? Didn't Windows add something like that to actually remove formatting from what you're pasting as like a built-in feature now? I know certain applications let you do that. Like when you copy PowerPoint slides, you could change source formatting. Yeah, the Highline definitely feels busier than it has when we've been walking in recent times. And we're stopping. I think it's because the group's doing the photos, or there's some interesting lighting over Jersey, maybe. Yeah, a little bit. Some nice lighting over Jersey. Some breaks in the clouds.
That's like one kind of example.
One of the apartments to our left.
Oh, there are trees on. We haven't seen that tree on yet. It's a very nice tree with subtly distributed.
But right now the apartment.
If you guys recognize any specific languages of the passersby, let me know. I need a little, need to stretch my legs a little bit. Otherwise I'm gonna, my body's gonna like fall apart if I don't move a little faster. I know it seems counterintuitive, but for me, curtain call. I remember the name of this statue now. All right, starting to see some colors in the clouds from the sunset. Actually, it's kind of blown out right now on the iPhone, but oh well. What is that? A grapple is a big apple that tastes like a grape. Ah. I'm curious what the latency is like right now. So the next message I see immediately, I'm going to try to read it immediately, and you let me know. Lee with an emoticon of something is the latest message I see. And Juan with 3 smiley, happy face things. All right, let me know what the latency is like on those, depending on where you are. I still feel like it's going to be less if you're closer to me geographically, but maybe I'm just anticipating incorrectly. When I can see the little island, yeah, we'll have a little bit more space around there too, I think. If we can get there. Ah, that was a drop in bitrate actually. That's not good. Why? We haven't had a drop in the highline in a long time in terms of bit rates. Ooh, I think our latency is pretty bad right now. Nobody's responding to it. Oh, you heard me say Little Island? So that was not long ago at all. That wasn't very long.
Yeah, Mom.
No issues in Budapest? We're only going as fast as the line now, but that's fine. My bit rate is fully recovered now. Look towards Jersey. Nope. Chelsea Piers is kind of in the way. Mike Long was here just last week. All right. Well, we're going to be in a pretty narrow spot for a little while until we get past Lantern House and then the little art exhibit over there. Read this now. I've set the stopwatch. I read that as soon as I saw it. Time check 4:32. Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, just a bit of a traffic jam. And the rail's all the way on the other side of the world, so 25 seconds. That's not so bad. You're all the way in Australia. Read this now, says Andrew. Andrew's also timing. That's right, Bagels and Wonks. I'm the main character. Don't read this. Oh, too late. 4 or 5 seconds for Andrew. So yeah, I think it all depends on where you are and YouTube servers and all that. It's going to vary depending on your geographic location. So. Still no reason to drop to ultra low latency like I have been before. Still Chelsea Piers kind of blocking Jersey. I see a TV on in that window, in that brownish beige building. If you read this, it's too late. Uh-oh. Like a lot of these buildings don't need to even advertise their name on them. Oh wait, does that one, are they advertising something in their window? Hold on a second. They didn't used to have this before. This is this one where we saw that cat sitting in the window, I think. But now they're actually advertising their own business. Anybody want to tell me what that is? I hope it's not like a voyeurism company or something. Exposed at NYC. I hope it's not. Hope it's not voyeurism. Don't go to that if you're under 18, just in case. Joe's going back to work. All right. Hopefully, the rest of your work goes quickly. What are they watching over there? I'm always curious if I can figure out what they're watching based on a quick. It looks like they have their TV set to that stupid smooth motion setting that makes everything look like a soap opera. It's expos.nyc without an E at the. It just starts with the letter X. If anyone actually goes to it, let me know and tell me if it's safe for work. They've had their tree for a while. Branches are sagging. I mean, it's almost New Year's, so. Did anyone actually go to it? Go to it incognito if you do. It's an events company. Okay, all right. Thank you for checking. Thank you for braving the wild west of the deep web. Deep or dark, whatever it is. So I'm assuming they might be running that company, and that's how they have all their money to live there. And they got folks that they don't want to keep their curtains closed, but they're out there just playing with their kids. All right. It's work safe. Okay. That's good. All right, it gets a little bit narrower here, even more so with the scaffolding. You can hear your private laptop. Good. Safety. I think some of them are mostly apartments on this end, and then they become more offices past this section. And a lot of them are Google buildings too now these days. I don't know if a lot of them, but web address not found. Uh-oh. That bench also always sticks out. You can snag your leg on it. We didn't have that many buffers, but I feel like I had a drop in bitrate. I guess the Highline isn't as interesting anymore. It's a private residence and non-commercial platform for artists that transforms the Highline by passers-by into spectators. Oh, it's specifically related to people walking by in the Highline? That's very specific and kind of makes sense. Last Saturday of the year, the Highline is quite busy. And in the summer, when it's warm out, it'll get very busy as well. Especially when the vendors come out over there, sell various things. They have a nice trade. I think they have like a huge TV or a projector right behind it. Because it's like the TV or the projector has a border that's lit up. I think it's just a giant TV. Most New York City apartments, like in glass buildings like that, aren't very conducive to projectors, because it's very bright. You can still see the Statue of Liberty in the distance. It looks like there is quite a bit of clouds very far out there too, still. Yeah, the little fish art piece will be there till the summer, I think. And then we'll see what they put next. I mean, is there a specific law about, okay. All right, work with me on this a little bit here. I'm not a JD of any sort, so I couldn't tell you anything about the law. Oh, they just stopped right in the middle. I can't do that. Let's say you have an apartment facing the Highline, and let's say you spend 95% of your time engaged in lewd acts. Lewd is also kind of judgy. Let's just say you're enjoying life however you want, and you prefer to keep your windows open and your shades open to enjoy yourself. Is there something that can happen because it's your private apartment, but you're also right at eye level with the spectators on the Highline? Is there any legal stuff to think about there, or I'm just curious. Oh, the clouds behind Little Island actually look really cool today with the sunset. Crazy. I don't know, there's a few JDs who can't tell you anything about the law either. Yeah, lewd. I need to use the word lewd, right? It's too judgy. Looking east, you have this with a sky bridge. Looking west, you got Little Island, Pier 57. I think Google also owns that one now. Yeah, a lot of people do have telescopes, and I don't know that any of the telescopes can be considered to be for viewing stars, considering in Manhattan you could see about 3 or 4 stars. The only one you can always consistently see is Orion. It has to be pretty clear.
Why is that door behind our door?
Yeah, Dusty, but like, it's your private house, right? And like, you don't have to like, I don't know. I feel like it depends. I guess it all depends on your lawyers too. The lawyer of who's suing and the lawyer of who's defending. Very true exploration. I'm just curious though. Like, you never know with how far people will go with certain things. Well, that's what was happening at the Standard Hotel when it opened. And like, did anything come about as a result of that? 14th Street. We're in the meatpacking district again. Someone's yelling? Why? Why is someone yelling? Oh, Robert, that's a interesting point. I guess I'll bring like a little baggie too, just to like dump my stuff, and I'll just throw out the backpack. The backpack's just a free, cheap little backpack. Like it was if I have to ditch it, I can. Oh, is that one of those like proximity art things like the Cube in Madison Square Park? I feel like I just saw that again. Maybe not. Probably just looks similar. Oh, you have to have clear bags at Coachella. Interesting. I mean, it's a public park, I think, right? It's considered a city park. But yeah, I don't know. If it affects the public, it seems different even though you're on your own property. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Like, is there really something that can happen depending on what you're doing? Like the building might have its own rules too, actually. You know, the buildings, when you sign your lease or whatever, your management or your agreement to live in the building, if you buy or whatever it would be called, you know, they might have their own rules where they say, like, if you have an apartment that faces the High Line, we don't want you doing this, and you agree to this by signing this document and abiding by our bylaws or whatever. But Russians love birch trees. Lascivious, I like that word. Samsung buildings over there. It's really more like an event space and like a highlight of their products.
Used to be a train.
The clouds have opened up quite a bit. Still a lot of clouds on the horizon now. Yeah, like in a car though, it's a little different because your car is going to be in the middle of some, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Again, there could be like legal precedents for all this stuff. And again, if you end up involved in any kind of legal situation, your lawyer or how much you spent on them is probably going to be a big indicator of which way your case is going to go. So, I don't know. Where's Tom D, NYC? Where's Tom Delgado? He used to be a lawyer. Maybe he still has his license too. Can we ask him? Can someone get Tom D, NYC in the chat? We want to discuss legal questions. Smoothie. kind of on the border of meat packing in the village now. There's gonna be so much copyrighted music in Times Square. A lot of clouds on the horizon. Yes, to take it multiple ways. If you can afford $3,800 for a studio, you should be able to afford blinds. Well, I don't know that affording blinds is the issue for these people. I think some of them might actually like putting on a show, if that makes, you know, unfrozen caveman lawyer. Is that a Phil Hartman one from like SNL, or is that something else? I'm gonna start going east, I think, a little bit from here. Probably need to start considering going back. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Instead of skipping breakfast today, I skipped lunch. You know, on the weekend mornings, I like to eat, you know, with the baby, especially if we visit great grandma. Free lemonade. Free lemonade. If you're out for free lemonade in New York, you got to be careful. All right, let's go east. Ah, there's a cozy little, I think, clothing store. I think. Yeah, some sort of clothing store. Very cozy looking. No customers at the moment. Pizza sounds pretty good, actually. I'm home with the force. The force with me is here. Hello. Did anybody get Tom D? NYC? Oh, Robert Rosanelli's an attorney in Arizona. It's not your area of expertise. Yeah, it's, I guess, the same thing, you know. Is that tape? Yeah. It's the same thing as if you were to ask, I don't know, an OBGYN physician about the mole on your shoulder. They may know, but they may not. It's very narrow here with this construction. It's kind of funny. I got Baby Commuter this like little holiday Santa Lego set, and it has a specific way of putting it together. If you want, you can follow the instructions, but I told her it has instructions, and then now we do it a few times. We've done it a few times now. She says we have to look at the constructions. Thought it was funny. Juan Wen cooks awesome. Can you make me some pho or some banseo? Unless the mole migrates, maybe. If you got migrating moles, you got other problems, I think. If you have the same kind of skin as that one guy from The Watchmen has, like shapes changing on his face mask thing. Skibbity bop. Okay. I wish for it, yes. Feed me. Ha! Huh. These aren't bricks at all. This is just wood. At least a little bit more aesthetically palatable, I guess, than just a green paint version. The Rorschach. Yeah, Rorschach. Yeah, that's the guy. Of course, he's got Rorschach. It wouldn't that be funny if I said, "Oh, was that guy from the Watchmen? The guy, you know, the one with the Rorschach mask? You know the one? I can't remember his name, but he's got the Rorschach mask." Hey, not everything's for everybody, you know, Jack. It's just how it is. And I heard in terms of the broth for the pho, that's like the most important part, in my understanding. Like the noodles are important, but I heard the broth is even more important. and it has to be like made over a long period of time to be like at its best level. But again, I'm no expertologist in philology. I'm really making up words now. God, I always forget there's a gas station right here. $4.59 or something is the gas. It looks like if you're paying cash, 10 cents more if you pay with credits. Corner Bistro. Juan's Bras is the best. I mean, as long as you're confident. Backpacks, duffel bags, and alcohol are banned inside the security perimeter. And all attendees must pass through police checkpoints. Oh. Interesting. Good find. I can just stuff my pockets with my equipment, I guess. I think this is one of those situations where a press pass probably would have helped. But then again, if I do try to get into those areas, we will have my NYPD brother-in-law with us, but even with that, I don't think you can, I don't think I can smuggle in stuff that I'm not supposed to have. Not that I am, just like taking in video equipment essentially. The Wesley. Looks fancy, nobody's eaten there yet. But it's also not even 5 yet on a Saturday, so. And there are no public restrooms. Well, I got that covered. I know I'm crazy, but I did get the condom catheter to come in, so I do have it, just to be safe. Like, do I really want to throw on that kind of a situation just to go for an event in Times Square? Not really. Will I do it? Yes. Oh, what is this place? Oh, it's antiques. Looks like a very fancy little antique shop. Huh. Rubber pants, backup diapers. All right. I know you want me to like be covered in 18 phones and like 13 layers of protection, but you know. Ow. Is a gin bottle in a paper bag outlawed? It might be. Try Depends, maybe. But I really don't want to have to stand in wet anythings. Oh, there's townhomes for sale. Where are we? West 11th Street. If you're curious, it looks like it's going to need some work. But it's a corner townhome on West 11th Street, 252 West 11th Street. If you're curious. And actually, the management company for this is not too far away. But 252 West 11th Street, I think, is the address. Looks like it's going to need some work. Yeah, it's probably a constructor. But it's interesting, they don't seem to allow anything inside the perimeter there. And, considering how closely affiliated something like New Year's is with things like alcohol, like they're not allowing anything in. Are they going to sell stuff then? Potentially, probably not. I think they just want to keep people as 100% cognitively intact as possible, considering the madness of it all. But I don't know. I think that's the address, Lee. A bargain at $12 million, and it's going to probably need like $500,000 to $1 million work more if you want to put really fancy stuff in there, probably. So, Ambrose, chamber pot. I will drink every bit of Juan's Fa if you make it. Got it, Robert. All right, well, I guess we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm very, a lot of times I end up winging it for these kinds of things. Not everything I've done or do can be wung? No, that sounds right. But we've done the Great Saunter without any actual preparation. I just kind of went one day and said, you know what, I'm going to walk around the island of Manhattan. I mean, I prepared like a day in advance saying, okay, I'm going to do it. And I went to a 24-hour ride and got like 3 Gatorades and like 2 protein bars and said, you know what, that's probably good enough. Let's walk 32 miles. Sevilla Restaurant. This place looks like it's popping right now. It's not even 5 o'clock. Sevilla Restaurant in the village here. Looks, yeah, people at the bar enjoying themselves. Looks good. I feel like I'm Wayne Dang a little bit. Little Taco House looks pretty good too over there also. Oh, 5.75, huh? Wait, oh, they're only selling Unit 4 of that one building? Huh. Don't worry about it. Only in the West Village you can have like weird things where 2 streets can cross each other. West 4th and West 10th. FedEx, Temple. Oh, I think the Jefferson Market Branch Library is over there. Time is at 4:55. I'm gonna have to start going north sooner or later. I feel like I kind of like got myself turned around in the West Village there. One when, 8 pho, 3 times a day across the Vietnamese continent. Continent? Country. Khadija from Chechnya, hello. Stex, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Be careful of the Jack Pocket app. Duplex. Duplex. Sorry. Oh yeah, One World Trade's visible. Looks kind of cool in the sea of clouds. Yeah, I think I'll take this opportunity to start going this way. Yeah, I'll go this way. The nexus of the universe. That's First and First. First Street and First Avenue. Vietnamese pork sandwiches. I mean, banh mi, where they have the pork, the pate, this piece of spam. Very good. Very good stuff. Huh. Shane? Sorry. I think I'm hungry. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Steve. Barbershop. I should show up in a barbershop and scare them. Make them wonder, why is this super bald guy coming in a barbershop? Something's not right. Something doesn't add up. What does he want? Does he think we can put hair back on his head? Maybe he should collect the scraps from the floor and glue it to his head.
They were talking free feature imaginable.
This guy's double parked, it looks like. Yeah, he's not going anywhere, so I'm gonna cross. Mental health check, yeah, I think I'm ready for one. I'm hungry. Just a quick blow dry. Now those houses, oh, well, they're scaffolding up, so either they're actually doing work on them, because they look like they're collapsing in on themselves. Is it just me, or does it look like they're collapsing in on themselves a little bit? Like those things look like they're sinking into the homes. So either the scaffolding is there because they're actually fixing them up, or they just put it up so it doesn't hurt anybody as they do come down. I think they're like condemned. Let me see I'm curious to see what the signs say about these buildings, because I feel like they were abandoned because of safety issues. Let's see. A full vacate order. Imminently perilous to life, public safety, and the safety of occupants. So they were forced to vacate, it looks like. So yeah, I think this is just not safe buildings. They were forced to Petite Boucherie. Looks like they're affiliated with the Grand Boucherie, maybe. Now buff right out. From an insurance perspective, Narelle, looks good. $10 million renovator's dream. Yeah. 5 o'clock p.m. Well, I think we're getting close to 6th Avenue again. Yeah. Daryl Barnett, glad we found you as you found us and that you're enjoying. Everyone has their own perspectives in New York. Yeah, that's a nice tree on the top of, wait, isn't that Rosemary's, I think? I didn't know they put up a nice tree up on top of it. They have more than one location as far as I know. I think that's the name of the place. But yeah, glad you found us. Not safe is a relative term, yes, you know. There's people who climb sides of mountains without any safety gear. I think a lot of us would consider that unsafe. But yeah. What time tomorrow? I mean, I'd like to get as much of the evening as I can streamed out tomorrow, so at the earliest, you know, like 8, but I definitely would like to be live by 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, if I can. You know, with a baby and the family, you never know exactly when things are gonna work out to, but that's what I'd like. I'd like us to have a good 3 hours, you know, to ring in the new year as we ring in the new year in preparation for it. Jefferson Market Branch Library right here. This place is the happiest hour, so I don't know if they have even better priced drinks during like happy hour time. Wait a second, I see a super sticker from RZ Rockman for $5. Thank you, RZ, appreciate the support. Oh, Craig Broderick is here, hello. Yeah, sorry. So again, around by 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I'd like to be live. There is a bike coming, so I'm going to avoid the bike, then I'm going to go. Because I really do have to start getting north of here. Is it safe? You mean tomorrow at Times Square? Hopefully. I don't know. So there's like some reports that some groups may look to disrupt it, but I feel like there's always something someone reports in relation to safety at these big events, so it's all anticipatory until whatever happens happens. First Republic, this is like the smallest First Republic I've ever seen, and probably won't be here much longer. Owned by Chase now. RZ, thank you as well. Ooh, wow, 46 degrees according to this bus stop. Other side open, what does that mean? I think I've never seen a bus stop with that error before. Anyway, hopefully that gets taken care of. That'll buff right out, right? Whatever happened there. Oh, it's a Marathon Man reference? Ah, man. I should have caught that. 8 p.m. cath fitting, 9 p.m. streaming. Exactly. Streaming's never had more simultaneous definitions. That's Gene's restaurant over there. Never been, but there it is. This looks to be one of the more haphazardly constructed outdoor shacks, but with a lot of heaters. Rather than keep the heat in, they just keep generating the heat to keep you warm. Kind of like one of those awnings in front of a hotel that just blast heat right on you when you're under it. It's nice and all, it just doesn't seem very economically efficient. That was my chance to insert my ad. Gotta find the USB hole. The forces with me. I think that's how the song goes in this Rogue One. I'm on the forces with me. Does that SUV have a backup sound? It's a very pleasant backup sound for a backup sound, but I didn't expect the SUV to have a backup sound. At least not like a very big SUV. If you even heard it on the stream, otherwise it just sounded like a rambling lunatic, which I already am at this point. Latrine. I haven't heard of it referred to as a latrine in a while. There's heating all of New York. We got the outdoor heating on for everyone. It's Mayor Adams' biggest initiative, outdoor heating for all of New York. These are nice town. I mean, like, look at how wide they are too. Okay, there's some other townhomes for sale here. Are we on 11th Street? I don't even know at this point. We're like, the streets get so weird at yeah, we found some of these before to look up. The streets around here get so weird, especially in the village. Like, you end up like coming around to the same street 5 times, even though it looks like you're going one way. Yeah, Stephanie, absolutely. Ronald, hopefully in one of the lotteries did it. That's a really odd little tiny window. It must be a bathroom or something. Actually, it's like in between 2 floors. So I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's a staircase. Could be a staircase window or something. Even though it's still so small. We should knock on the door and ask them what the window's about. Yeah, it's completely random, and I kind of don't like that. I guess it's also good that it is completely random. I was hoping you can set it to only gift to those who have never gotten a gift membership or that aren't currently members, but I think it's random for whoever's in the chat at that time. Look, Arsa from Ethiopia is here. Not sure exactly what you mean, but all are welcome. Washington Square Park with the arch and the tree visible. Freedom Tower in this location. Oh, the clouds. Look at how fast the clouds are still moving. Can you tell based on this? It's probably hard to tell in the little screen. Gerald Barnett, thank you for the $5 super sticker. That's very kind of you. Glad you found us. I'm glad you're enjoying. And thank you for the donation. Happy New Year. Yeah, the Freedom Tower. One World Trade's right over there. We're on 5th Avenue, that means. Let me go to University Place. I feel like I don't always go that way. Yeah, but thanks again, Daryl. Patricia, not Tom. Tom is in, probably you mean Walks on Wall Street, Tom. Wonder if he'll go live tonight. He usually goes live in the evenings, much later than me. I sleep by the time he's live. Wow. Daryl likes that. You like that I pay attention to the sky and the clouds? I kind of shift my focus. I don't know. It's like whatever catches my eye at that particular moment in time. All the while, I'm trying to make sure I catch the chat too. That's a nice outdoor tree that somebody just put up. Ah, I'm one with the force. The force is with me. Was that a 2-pound super sticker? Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Again, I can't see the stickers here either because of the way Prism does things, but I still appreciate it. Huh? Okay. What else did I see? I'm just making sure I'm not running into anybody. Maybe a rain stream for New Year's Eve. I hope it. Oh, please don't let it rain tomorrow, unless you mean, you know, I caused the rain. Ah, did he leave? Got it. I think I actually was able to tune in for a minute to Tom's stream. He had a dinner thing.
Campeón de Liga.
Okay, University Place. We haven't been at University Place when things are open in a long time. Usually we walk by early in the morning when everything's closed. So it's a little different vibe here. Oh, and it's Saturday, right? Well, the market at Union Square is probably already closing if it was open. Oh yeah, no, I didn't even know that. Also, I think I have to look into it, but I think there's a way me as the channel owner can actually gift out memberships too. I have to look at that. Again, I thought I remember seeing some. Ooh, this is like a nice Thai restaurant. Thai street food too. I gotta keep this in mind. I'd be willing to try this place. I like Thai food. Just turned off the receiving a membership. Wow, it's like it's kind of interesting to me. I mean, I guess unless you don't want to be highlighted too, because I guess in a way, if you win a membership and you're kind of lurking, and you may not even want people to know that you're there, maybe that's I don't know why you would want to turn it off, but there's probably some reasons I can't think of. As they always say, let's not solve for this here. You know, we'll take it offline. I'm just kidding. Dave Liata. Now what? That's New Zealand, $10. I don't know. Like, what's the official? I'm sure I've asked this before because, you know, I can't remember anything like an idiot I am. Have a great New Year. Thank you, Dave, for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Have a great New Year as well. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. I mean, you guys will be in your New Year. By the time we're even live, you'll already have experienced your New Year and all the partying that might be associated with it. I would be normally sleeping otherwise. I was at WeWork before. Interesting. What is this building projecting? Well, I think the projector's on the roof. You could tell because it's angled a little bit. So I think the projector's coming like that from the roof. But it's 13, whatever that is. Oh, it's a lounge. Oh, it's a rooftop bar. That's why. Got it. That makes more sense. It's right there. Come on. There it is. Yeah. It's right there. Aaron Sieglinger wonders if I'm Chinese. I am not. I am from Russia. If you are curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, that's another, yeah, that's interesting. I guess that's a way to consider, or maybe somebody doesn't want their mods to be able to receive memberships and they ask them to turn them off. I don't know. I guess there's always a reason for whatever. Definitely, there's always a reason for something. Even if I can't personally think of it right away, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I wonder if this is one of those times where it's only supposed to be buses that go down 14th Street. I think it might be. Well, there's only one bike here. There's no one else coming, so I'm just going to cross. I think the Union Square Market is still open. Well, closing down, but I see a bunch of people in it. So what is the New Zealand currency? Did anyone clarify it for me? Because I'm a fool of sorts. A fool of a took. Again, the whole, just Russian as far as I know. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you go even more east, Russians look less like what you would expect Russians to look like, I think, but, you know. What else am I missing?
Nigga, do something tonight you don't do something with. Don't fuck with it.
Just A-Rod in another place, maybe. Andrew, I'm glad you decided to join more frequently in the conversation aspect of things. Ambrose will take anything for free. Fiji time. Good. Just New Zealand dollar, that's all it is? Okay. Got it. That's how straightforward it always should be. I don't need to come up with some, like, you know, create some fancy currency that I wouldn't be able to figure out easily. Let's just call them all, let's just create an Earth currency, just call it Earth credits. Jenny McCaw's fiance is from Novorossiysk, Krasnodar, the region near the Black Sea. Krasnodar. A lot of them are already closed. Andrew's Honey's got a very interesting setup from like the back of a pickup truck. Very cool. Oh, there's a van driving through. We got to be careful. I don't know. I guess they can only do so much here in terms of getting the vans in and out. Oh, he's actually turning this way. Oops, I went the wrong way on that one. But what am I supposed to know? Money is a construct, yes. For those who are around for a majority of the stream, what would you say in general about the overall buffering and consistency of the stream today? How would you grade it at this point? Earth credits, next Bitcoin revolution. Yes. All right, gotta be careful for cars and bikes. They have the lights still. I probably could have gone, but no, see, he made the taxi. Oh no, there's a red light now. I could have gone. I didn't time it right. Could have been better. Automaton. Used to be the Petco over here. It got moved to Union Square East. Nice spot for ice cream and other things. Not pronounced Venchi as I once thought. It's Venchi. It's Italian, but it is Venchi. V-E-N-C-H-I, even though a lot of us, myself included, before I learned, we would call it Venchi. Poppy, glad to hear. Spectacular for Noah? Great. 99% perfect? Nice. Matty Ice like Mars 20. I loved Mars 2112. They even had like those characters dressed up as aliens walking around at times. Our nemesis is here. The mattress firm. Yeah, Poppy, unfortunately we're gonna have to go back to our primarily early morning commuting streams and less of these evening ones. It is what it is. The no drop in audio thing I think has been huge. CC Filson. Some place called Apollo looks to have opened up over there. Don't know exactly what they are, but they are open. Wait. And Manhattan, is that some really fancy cardiovascular practice? Cardiologist over there? Oh, Crate and Barrel is open now. It's a nice looking Crate and Barrel. Oh, do they have multiple floors too? Ah. All right, sorry. Good to hear, John. Nice, Steve, nice. I don't know if that's the consistency, if that's always the case, or this is like an exception, but I can only tell you about Venki here. Has the audio changed? It's more spatial? I don't know. But let me see if I... No, it looks like my microphone should still be connected, so I don't know. I can usually press the volume button, and if it no longer shows the little headphone icon, then I know something's wrong with the with my adapters and dongles and whatnot. I don't know. I stopped. I rarely carry any cash with me, and I've come to the point where if the place doesn't take cash, I won't even I'll just not go there. I don't know. For me, it's just a personal thing. It's a lot more convenient for me not to use the cash and just use tap to pay or phones or whatever, credit cards. We're heading towards Madison Square Park. I'm gonna exercise my legs a little bit now, get a little more movement out of them. I don't know, we walked on the side of ABC. I didn't really take a look at their progress, whatever they're doing. Don't they also have a restaurant around the corner there? Ooh, Wizard of Iz is going to be here in the morning tomorrow. Let me cross that street. I don't want to wait at the light. I'm sick of waiting. I feel like I've been waiting a lot today. There we go. All right. What's for dinner? I don't know yet. I'll have to confer when we get off the stream and see what the consensus might be. Sometimes, Ambrose, I won't go there. I'll go elsewhere. If the whole city's gone down, I guess I'm not buying anything for a while. But I feel like they'll figure out a way to queue things up eventually. If you don't necessarily have service, you could still queue up the purchase, and then next time it gets connected somewhere, it'll go through. I feel like they're gonna figure something like that out eventually. I don't know. Offline credit cards, some weirdness. People are suggesting food. Bleecker Street Pizza. Probably gonna be too far at this point, but you know. I'll go to the Cube. Right now there's a lot of people around that are probably I mean, whoever's doing the construction in there even had a chance to put up climate justice signs in the in the Flatiron while it's in some sort of state of limbo, so I don't know. Hey, Sweena. Oh, Poppy is at 8 months of membership. Thank you, Poppy, for 8 months of support. Appreciate that. Whoa, it's changed. I've never seen this pattern before. This is different. Hold on. I feel like I gotta keep an eye on this now, see if it changes again. Coconut, huh? I do like coconut oil instead of using other types of oils if I do cook, which is rare. Am I near Harry Potter? Yeah, we walked right by it. It was over on the corner over there. 22nd between Broadway and 5th. Seafood? I think we have some people tonight that might not be interested in seafood. We'll see. Selka, huh? Oh, Dave, you went to Harry Potter 3 times? Nice. Did you get any of those wands that can interact with stuff? I think that's more like an actual theme park. Yeah, but this cube, the closer you get to it, it makes different patterns based on proximity of people. And it also sounds like it makes some sounds too. I mean, sounds. I said sounds like 5 times there. Anyway, let's go to the Madison Square Park tree before they take that one down too. They moved around this greeting cards outline, so if you have a, if you want to take a photo, you should be able to catch it with the Flatiron in here, but I mean, it's not, I don't know, like, it's not a great view with the greeting card sign there, so I'm not sure. I could walk to the next one, next corner. It's across. Proximity art. Your son got 2, Dave? Got it. The ripeness. You hear the cube cracking? Yeah, it makes some extra sounds. Make some sounds. All right, there's no cars or anyone coming, so I'm gonna go. Let's go in the park. There's Shake Shack. I think it's got little light up gifts on top. Let me actually swing by it because I don't think anyone's highlighted it. Well, I haven't, but someone probably has. Panda Girl, glad you're enjoying. Oh yeah, Eddie. They've been doing more like, I don't know if they did this year, but they've done Halloween stuff too, Shake Shack, on the roof. Right now they got Christmas gifts. Huh. All hail Hypnocube. Everything's like blown out. If I tap on it, will it yeah, a little bit. Got it. Look at this building. At least you can still somewhat see the Empire State Building from here. And I guess you'll still be able to, but not without something right next to it. A moment of force that is appropriate, especially from your name. Andrea Stevens, glad you enjoyed. Yeah, the candy cane pattern at the top slowly rotates. Well, it doesn't really rotate, just the way the lights go make it look like it's rotating. The Madison Square Park tree is right here. I think my gimbal is tired. It's losing horizon more, more than earlier. At the Star Wars Cantina. The weirdest creatures you've ever seen. Hey, at the Star Wars Cantina. Music and monsters and old Jedi. I don't know exactly if that's how it is. I also don't know who sang that. It was like on one of those Kazaa downloads at some point. Autocorrect. Auto incorrect. I feel like somebody wrapped up a thing around that chair, a thing of lights. Oh, that was there before. Oh, kids park is still up. I still see kids in there. It's so dark. No, but there's a Star Wars Cantina version that I don't know where it came from. Kazaa, yes. Napster, Kazaa, LimeWire, IRC. Anyway, I should probably, yeah, I have to put an order in for some food now, so I'm going to sign off and prepare my body for tomorrow, if we're really going to go. Oh, it's a parody by Mark Jonathan Davis. Got it. So yeah, 1997. That's why it showed up on Kazaa so much. It was right around that right time, and that's when like a lot of those weird songs, like parodies, were attributed to Weird Al, even though he never did them. But it kind of sounded like him, but it wasn't him. Anyway. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining me on the final test of the new year of the various equipment that I've been messing around with. I think this is the setup I'll try to bring tomorrow to Times Square. We are going to try to do it live as much as we can. We'll see what happens. So if you join, good luck to us all. The topper here is kind of big, just like a ball of lights. But I always appreciate your super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Just spending your time with us. Thank you. Time is something you won't get back, so I appreciate you spending some of it with us on this walk around New York while we do tests and other things in the city that never sleeps apparently, but I'd like to get some sleep right now. Well, tonight. Hopefully I'll get enough sleep to be ready for tomorrow. But yeah, subscribers, thank you. Non-subscribers, thank you too. Think about subscribing if you're listening and you're not already. Thanks for all the thumbs in any direction. Feel free to express your opinions with a thumb in either direction. And of course, thanks to the mods. Some are already probably getting close to their new year in Australia over there, maybe other parts of the globe exactly on the other side of us. So, you know, you'll probably already be telling us about the future when we stream tomorrow night. As long as everything works out. I'll let you know if anything happens where I can't come out at all anymore, I'll let you know. But as far as I know, we're going to try. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for a New Year's Eve stream from Times Square or adjacent. 9:28 a.m. It's practically New Year's already. You know. Anyway. Till tomorrow, or tonight for some of you that are. No, it'll be tomorrow because it'll be more than 24 hours from now that I'll be streaming again. Anyway, till then. Bye. Let me do it for her.